Hello everyone, my name is Reaper and welcome to the first video in this channel. We are gonna start out by looking on why you should choose VB6 over VB5 and why you should choose VB in general if you're a beginner to plugin development. Firstly, let's just start out by looking at why VB6 is better than VB5, alright? So the thing is that so basically VB6 is way more flexible than VB5, which you may not understand right now, but we will in the later videos as they come out. So you can just compare like switching from Visual Bukkit 2 to Visual Bukkit 3 or 4 or something if you have been sticking around with Visual Bukkit since quite a long time. If you haven't, it's hard for you to compare, but trust me, it's just way better than the older version and you should definitely switch. So plus, if you just stick off with VB5, it's gonna be really hard for you to get help within the next 2 or 3 months, I guess, because that's when the experienced people are just gonna be quitting to help you out. At least that's what I've heard. And although some people would have Minecraft version issues, VB6 like just only supports 1.20. It's just because that there was a survey conducted by Minecraft people, and mostly more than 50% of the people had suggested that they're going to be using version 1.20 of Minecraft. And that's why just the owner of VB, or the main developer who is named Donut, has decided to keep VB only for 1.20.x and above. And you also have like legacy extension which you can buy, and then you can just get the plugins of version 1.8.x to 1.13, which is really kind of good if you just gonna be wanting to get those plugins made out. So next question is that why you should use Visual Bukkit over normal Java coding if you're a beginner. So the thing is that the more you use Visual Bukkit in general, you'll get more familiar with all the methods and stuff, so right? And it's like if you're just gonna want to switch to Java coding later on, then you can just learn Java and you already know how to use the API, okay? So that's just pretty much it in the first section, which was just the questions part. And now let's just move on to what setups do you need in order to properly code with Visual Bukkit. And if you already have everything set up, you can just skip this part, or if you haven't, I guess just stick around. And also, if you just have, in case you have everything set up, I'd like you to skip to the end of this video where I'll just give you some messages. And let's just start. So alright, so on my screen we are just gonna be downloading 3 things, alright? So the first thing is gonna be Java. So I'm currently using JDK 20, which is the thing used in Java. It's also gonna be useful in the later one if you're just gonna be switching up to Java programming. So I'd recommend you to install it as of right now. And the version, I have the link right here. I'll share it in the description box if you just guys can find it. But if you're just gonna be using the later versions of Java, the newer versions, which are like it's like called JDK 23 or something, I believe, and you can completely like use that. It's pretty much recommended, but I'm just sticking to JDK 20. By the way, just in case you didn't know, JDK 17 and above are the versions required to use VB6. So you can just start by installing the installer or downloading the installer right here. Just click this thing and it will start downloading. And then the next thing you want to be installing or downloading is just these 2 files right here. So it's the official Visual Bukkit GitHub right here. I'll leave the link in the description. So what you need to download is this plugin right here, Visual Bukkit plugin.jar, as you can see right here. And the next thing you want to be installing is Visual Bukkit installer for Windows right here, as you can see. And after downloading those two things, I've just downloaded them. Then you just need to download the third thing, which is a paper server. So according to the Minecraft version you're going to be using, which is above 1.20, you can just download the paper build for it. So for me, I'm just going to be using Minecraft 1.20.4, so I'll just download this paper file right here. I have it downloaded. So now let's just move to how to set it up. Alright, so I have almost everything set up right here. I have already installed Java, but since some of you might have some issues installing it, I'm just gonna be installing it for you. JDK, this thing, just double click it and it will ask you to run as an administrator. Just click on OK and proceed. I'm just gonna be clicking yes because I'm just gonna be reinstalling it. And also VB is not quite compatible with Linux as of now. I have contacted Donut, but it's like not that much usable. It's kind of usable, but there are some scaling issues and which may be resolved later on, but for now I just recommend using Windows. Sorry the Linux lads. So as you can see, we have the installer right here. Just click on next, then you just want to click here on change and copy this thing right here. Just select it, Control C and click OK. Don't change anything else. Alright, then you just want to click on next and then it's just going to be downloading it for you. So I'll just wait a little bit. Alright, so since it's downloaded, you can just click on close. Alright, so after installing Java, I just forgot to add this part, but just search up for environmental variable and then something like this will pop up. If you're somewhere over here, just click on advanced tab or on the top as you can see, then just click environment variables right here. Then firstly, just in the system variables, you just need to add this thing. Just click on new, then pass in the name as %java underscore home %, and then the path should be something like this for you. As you can see program files, this thing. This should be the value for the variable and this should be the name for it. Just add it, and the second thing you want to add is just double click on this path thing, as you can see right here. Double click it and you should add something like this. It's the location which I asked you to copy. Just click on new and Control V it over here and it should be added. After that, just click on OK, 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 and if it's asking you to click on apply, just do it, and then you may just restart your system and Java would be installed. To check if Java is installed, just open your command prompt, just enter java --version, click on enter, and as you can see, Java is successfully installed on my system. Alright, so that's pretty much it. You can continue watching the video. Next up, we're just gonna be installing Visual Bukkit on your computer. So just double click this thing right here, this file, and it's gonna ask you or show you that it's like Windows protected your PC, but don't worry at all, it's completely safe and you can just click on one anyway after clicking on more info and it will just launch the installer. So the installer is just getting ready. Let's just wait for a little bit. If it asks you to run as an administrator, just click on yes. And then next, you can select the path if you want, but I'm just going to be leaving it as it is. Then just click next. So it's showing some error. Alright, I guess I have it installed already, old version of Freebie. I'll be just right back, deleting all the stuff I have in there. Please wait for a moment. I'm just gonna be uninstalling it since I don't know why it's not uninstalling. But just let me just uninstall it and we're good to go, I guess. Yep, the folder's empty as well. So click on next. I don't need a desktop icon, and it's just gonna be installing it. Pretty cool. I'll just let it run. Click on finish. It's gonna run Visual Bukkit. Hopefully there's no error. So if it asks for network access, I guess just allow it. And yeah, it works pretty well. I'm just gonna be closing it for now, and we're gonna set up our server, which we have right here. So you can just actually like rename the file for more readability, I guess. Like it's gonna be a little bit useful. So I'm gonna be naming it as paper.jar, and I'm gonna be moving this jar file of paper to my server folder. Yeah, you need a server folder. It's really necessary, or else it's just gonna be a real mess. Alright, so the next thing you wanna do is create a new text file right here, and I'm just gonna be calling it as run.bat, and click on enter, then just right click, and I'm gonna be editing it. So alright, so I'm just gonna be pasting some lines right here like this, and you can just find these lines in the description. You can just copy paste. So this is going to be how much MBs of RAM your server will get. So I want 4 GB of RAM to be allocated to my server, so I'll just pass this thing. Just multiply the number of GBs you want with 1024, and you'll just get this thing. Make sure to add this M right here, so it's defined that it's MB. Then you'll just need to pass in the name of the jar file you have. So for me it's paper.jar. I have renamed it right here, as you can see, and so I'll just leave it as it is. I had just changed it, and the rest of the things are as it is. You just need to keep them. Then just double click this file, and it should show you something like this. It will download some things for you, and it will also ask you to agree to an ELUA or whatever that's called. Just let's wait for it. Alright, so as you can see right here, it says failed to load ELUA.txt. You need to agree to the EULA thing right here. So just press enter, and as you can see right here, we have an EULA.txt. Just open it with anything you want, and you can just go to this link right here with the Minecraft EULA, and if you agree to it, just change it to true and control save. So just like save the file and run the run.bat file again. Alright, so once it says done, as you can see right here, you can just join your server by going and click on add server, name your server whatever you want, and just write local host in here and click done. Then you'll see something like this. I just named mine as localhost, and it's working as well. So what you want to do now is stop the server for a moment. by entering stop, and then just it's going to be stopping the server. Then it says press any key to continue, just do that, and then you just open your folder where you had downloaded the plugin.jar from this file right here, and you want to cut it, Ctrl X, and then go to the plugins folder in the server and just Ctrl V and paste it there. Alright, so you can just run your server again and join it without any other problems. So if I just refresh my list, as you can see it's not up right now. Let's just wait for it to be up, and then we can just join it and see if it's working. Alright, it says done. So refresh this thing. Yep, it's working, and then I'm gonna be joining there. Ignore the title, it's because of the previous server I was on. It's not a bug, and as you can see it's pretty much working. Alright, so with that being said, thanks for watching this video, and the messages which I was talking about are as follows. So the thing is that this is my first ever video on this channel, and I don't also have any experience making videos, so I'm really just sorry for that. And so the thing is that I don't have a proper mic or a proper room, so my voice may be echoing, but you just need to spare me for that. Also, English is not my first language, so I'm sorry for my grammar or something like that if you just feel it's not correct. If you want to help me out, you can just provide some captions or like subtitles in your native language, and I'll just put them in my videos so other people can also understand what I'm speaking if they don't know English. And also, if you just find out any mistakes in my video, you can just report them right in the comment box, and I'll just mention if there's a mistake in the top comment, in the pinned comment you can see, and you can just have a look at it, and I'll just post what's the mistake in the video if there is any. Also, thanks for watching. Please be patient, I'm still gonna be making more videos. A lot of them I have not ran out of ideas, and I hope you stick around with me and learn a lot of things. That's it from my side. Thank you very much, and I'd also like you to join the official Visual Bukkit Discord server, since I'll be helping out there if you need help, that is. And there are also some really cool people who can help you out if you're stuck anywhere. That's it from my side. See you in the next video.